Bruce Lee. The name alone strikes fear, respect, and admiration in the world of martial arts. But did you know that many traditional martial artists actually feared Bruce Lee? Jeet Kune Do, that right. The man who revolutionized fighting wasn't just admired, he was also seen as a threat by many. But why? What made Jeet Kune Do so different and so feared? 1. The traditional martial arts mindset. For centuries, martial arts followed strict rules and structures. Traditional styles like karate, kung fu, and taekwondo were built on discipline, form, and deeply rooted techniques passed down from generation to generation. These styles focused on kata, set patterns of movements, hierarchy, and rigid training methods. In many dojos, questioning a master teachings was unthinkable. You followed the system or you didn't belong. But then Bruce Lee entered the scene and everything changed. 2. Bruce Lee the rebel. Bruce Lee was different. He didn't believe in blindly following traditions. He saw flaws in the rigid styles of traditional martial arts. Why practice moves that didn't work in real combat? Why stick to one style when you could take the best techniques from many? Bruce Lee's philosophy was simple: adaptability is key. His martial art, Jeet Kune Do, also known as the way of the intercepting fist, was not a style. It was a concept. Instead of relying on fixed patterns, Bruce Lee focused on practicality, speed, and efficiency. And that's exactly why traditional martial artists feared him. 3. Why traditionalists feared Jeet Kune Do. 1. It exposed weaknesses in traditional styles. Traditional martial artists trained in controlled environments. Their techniques were designed for discipline, not real-life combat. Bruce Lee exposed this by showing how ineffective many traditional moves were in a real fight. He questioned why karate had rigid blocks when a simple dodge was faster, why kung fu long-winded movements wasted time, why fighters limited themselves when the human body was capable of so much more. His philosophy shattered the illusion of invincible martial arts styles. And many traditional masters didn't like that point too. It was too unpredictable. Jeet Kune Do was not a fixed system. It adapted to the opponent. Traditional martial artists trained in a structured way. If you fought a karate master, you knew his techniques. But with Bruce Lee, you had nitrogen monoxide idea what was coming next. His movements were fluid, spontaneous, and explosive. His famous philosophy, be water my friend, meant he could change his approach in an instant. How do you defend against something that has no fixed form? This unpredictability scared many traditional fighters. 3. Bruce Lee proved it worked. Unlike many martial arts masters who only trained within their own schools, Bruce Lee took on real fights. He sparred with boxers, wrestlers, judo experts, and street fighters. His speed, power, and strategy overwhelmed opponents. His legendary one-inch punch